One of the main challenges Mac users have when completing work for 4Cs is that the default browser on the Mac is Safari, which all of us who use Macs and have iPhones are used to. But Safari does not work well with the Moodle interface. So Moodle does not function correctly in Safari. So what I have done is set up my Mac so that it automatically uses Chrome. I can still use Safari if I want. I can get to it from the app launcher, but I've taken some steps so that I don't accidentally end up using Safari and then having trouble when I'm in Moodle. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have Chrome on your computer, and you can get that from the App Store if you don't. You can open Chrome, and then over in, you'll see when you have an app open, the menus for that app are up here in the upper left corner, and I'm just going to click on the word Chrome, and I'm going to choose Preferences. And here you can scroll down and you'll see that you have the option for default browser. So I already have Chrome as my default browser, but you'll get the command asking you if you want to make it your default browser, which you can click yes. That means that if you open web links even while you're in a file that your instructor has given you and that you download, that it will open automatically in Chrome. And like I said, you'll still be able to use Safari, but you're going to find this is easier when you're trying to use Moodle, because that is, again, one of the biggest challenges Mac users have is using Moodle with Safari. So you can go ahead and set that up. And once you're done, you can close your settings. My second step is, I'm such a creature of habit, is to actually take Safari off of the dock. This is the dock where you can quickly launch your shortcuts. And I am so used to using Safari on my iPhone, etc., that I sort of automatically default to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it off of the dock. And you can do that by control clicking and or right clicking if you happen to have a mouse. And then under options, you're going to click this keep in dock, and then that is going to that will take Safari off of the dock, but it won't delete Safari. You'll see that if you open your launch pad, for example, Safari is still right there, but this way you'll be able to not have it there tempting, and it's going to disappear in a couple of minutes. Now, the third thing that I like to do is to create a shortcut for myself directly to my 4Cs, and that's I make that shortcut in Chrome, and by doing that I also it makes it easy just to click that button and get right to the My4Cs login. Now, you might be tempted to make the shortcut after the login, but there's no way around logging in or authenticating, so it's best just to make the shortcut for the 4Cs website and go ahead and click the link to enter there. That way you're going to have the least problems when you're accessing the website. So I'll show you how to do that. You're going to, again, launch Chrome, and you're going to browse to the website. And so it's just www.capecod.edu. And here's where I want to make my shortcut to. The best way to make that shortcut is to click on the little icon next to capecod.edu, to just click on it, hold it, and drag it over to the desktop. And you'll see that you have a shortcut that's made here. And the thing is that right now you can rename that shortcut. So instead of it being called home page, I can call it, I can rename it My4Cs or 4Cs. I'm going to rename it by clicking on that name and then control clicking, and I get the option to rename. and I can just call it CCCC if I want. And now I have a shortcut that's created that's going to launch this. So if I click on this to launch it, you can see it's going to open my 4Cs for me right there. I'm going to open it right, it's going to open 4Cs, and then I can click my 4Cs and log in. So now I have my shortcut here on the desktop, and I can just click and drag it over here to the right hand side of the dock, and you can see there it is. It's on my dock, and if I click on that, it's going to open me right up to that page. So that is a really helpful tool I've found in order to make sure that you're using Chrome in order to access My4Cs and in particular Moodle. So those are the first steps in getting your Mac ready to use to interface with My4Cs. In the next video, I'll show you how to download and install Microsoft Office and set your computer up so that any Microsoft Office or Word files that you download open automatically as Word files instead of in Pages or in other apps.